Hi, I'm Julie, Fan Balzer, and today I'm going to show you how to make Hela's headdress from Marvel Studios' Thor Ragnarok for less than $25. So let's start with our supplies. The first thing you're going to need is some sandpaper, some craft acrylic paint, both scissors, and a craft knife. Now this is a rubber spray. The only thing that's important is it can't eat through the foam core, so do a check before you do anything else. You're gonna need a black hat that's plain. You're gonna need a very strong adhesive. If you wish to wear gloves while you're working with the adhesive, that's fine. That way your fingers don't stick together. You'll need some screws and of course screwdrivers to go ahead and screw them in. And then I have some writing implements, both a pencil and a black permanent marker. And finally, you're gonna need the basis of your headdress, which is 2 pieces of black foam core board. So let's get started. So I have my template pieces cut out and these are on tracing paper, and we do have a downloadable PDF available to you in the video description below. So you want to put the straight part of it towards the center, then using a pencil, trace around the edge of this template. I'm going to flip it over, making sure that the line matches up. This is what creates the symmetry. So let's begin cutting. You want to create your initial cut and then just keep gently going through until you can feel that you've reached the craft mat below. Now, once you get to the curve, here's the key. You want to make sure that you are actually turning the board and not your hand. This is what leads to a nice smooth curve. So I sprayed the front of this with my rubberized spray. The next thing to add a little bit of finish is you want to use that metallic paint. I'm simply going to take the paint and gently go on the edges. I just love the way that sheen looks. It gives it that evil twinkle. So once you have your evil twinkle, you should have 4 pieces. And the 4 pieces should all be cut and all be coated. You do want to let everything dry. That's really important. You want to be working with dry pieces. So now we're into gluing. So I've arranged my pieces. All you really need if you have a strong adhesive is just a dab. I'm going to go ahead and let this all set up. And while that hardens, I'm going to grab my baseball cap and get cutting. The first step is just to cut off the brim of the cap. The next step is to create the widow's peak at the front of it. This is where your permanent black marker comes in handy. And when you're done, you'll have something that looks like this. Assembling your antlers requires a couple things. The first is you want to mark where the first screw is going in. You also want to place that first screw into the baseball cap, remembering that you want the point coming out of the baseball cap away from your head. So you can see I've screwed in the last 2 screws, and now for less than $25, we've made this amazing Hela headdress from Marvel Studios' Thor Ragnarok. Thanks so much for joining us. To make your own, go ahead and click on the link to download the PDF in the video description.